Hey there, welcome back to our channel, Travel with us, Paul and Lisa. I'm Lisa.
I'm Paul.
And this weekend we are having a staycation down at Byron Bay.
Yay.
We are excited, so we will see you there.
Let's go.
Alrighty, so we just needed to make our way through the Gold Coast traffic on the M1, cross over the border into New South Wales, into Blues territory, and who doesn't love a tunnel? I'm telling you, tunnels never get old. So the good old Tyagarah tunnel, one of my favourites. Not that we have that many tunnels on the Gold Coast, but it is a favourite. And of course then there's this one. I don't know what this tunnel is called. I've been through it heaps of times and it still is exciting. And then we made our way down towards Byron Bay, beautiful rainbows, and the turn off to Byron Bay. It's not that far away actually, Byron Bay, from the Gold Coast, and it led us to the farm. Now Paul and I have lived on the Gold Coast for 30 years and we have never ever ventured to the farm or the Three Blue Ducks, which is the restaurant at the farm, for any time at all. So we ended up staying there and having breakfast, which was really delicious, and there were lots of gluten-free options for me, which is important because I have celiac disease, and you'll discover a bit more of that as you join us on more of our travels around the world and on cruises. But the service was great, the food was amazing, the coffee, hot chocolates and tea and everything was spot on. So it was a great way to start the day. It was a bit unplanned because we were expecting to watch Greg jump out of the plane this morning, but here we are. So after breakfast we took the opportunity to walk around the farm, a living, breathing example of what happens when we connect with the land, our food and each other. This 80-acre regenerative farm isn't just a place to visit, it's a philosophy in motion. Their motto, grow, feed, educate, is more than words, it's really a way of life. Here you can wander through vibrant veggie plots, meet the animals and see firsthand how sustainable farming supports a healthier lifestyle. It's about growing food with care, feeding not just our bodies but our souls, and educating ourselves to live in harmony with nature. The farm is home to a community of micro businesses, including the renowned Three Blue Ducks restaurant, where paddock to plate isn't just a concept, it is the daily practice. The produce here is organic, chemical-free and grown with love, reflecting a commitment to ethical and sustainable living. As we strolled through the fields past the macadamia orchards and free-roaming chickens, it was clear this place is about more than food. It's about connection, intention and the joy of slowing down. So whether you're here for a meal, a workshop or just to breathe in the fresh air, the farm invites you to be a part of something bigger, a movement towards mindful living and genuine community. So take a moment, feel the earth beneath your feet and remember, freedom isn't always about going far. Sometimes it's about coming back to what is real. Alrighty, so we are up at Byron Bay Lighthouse. I did not know you'd not been here before.
Never been here. Driven past it 1,000 times, but actually never stopped here.
So we're down Byron Bay for the weekend, so we thought...
Wow, right there.
Is there a whale? There is a whale. There's a whale. Hang on, let me... I'm going down.
Cape Byron.
We're at Cape Byron, the most easterly point on mainland Australia. So it's a beautiful day. There's whales out there. We've had beautiful breakfast at
the farm.
The farm.
3 ducks or whatever it is.
3 little ducks. And now we've come...
Blue ducks.
Three blue ducks. Anyway, the farm with ducks.
And Humpback Highway.
And now we're at Humpback Highway, and that's the Byron Bay Lighthouse. And we're enjoying our morning.
There's whales everywhere. We love it.
And that's the most easterly point where all those people are. You saw us down there before.
Who's walking up the stairs?
And look at these two
Yeah.
coming up the stairs. They've been exploring. Did you see them?
Did you see the one doing the big backflip?
No. Did you get a video of it? Oh, I got some
fast.
video.
It's at least 5 metres where you
All right, love. So you have never been to,
Never been to Byron Bay Lighthouse. Never been to Byron Bay, really, but yes. Go on.
and so just down, and you'll see on this video the most easterly point on mainland Australia, and you can see the lighthouse in the background there.
Which is stunning.
And so we've actually been up there for probably an hour, and we have seen so many whales, dolphins. Like, it is whale central out there today.
They call it the Humpback Highway, and it's true. We've probably seen 50 whales, at least.
Easy. And dolphins surfing, and Paul and Greg saw turtles.
Turtles, yeah, we saw turtles.
So if you are coming to this part of the country, make sure you come up here. We're just about to leave, the rain is coming in. Make sure you come up and check it out, and at this time of the year you might see lots of whales like we did, but it is a beautiful part of the world. So yeah,
Literally, they're swimming past as we speak. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
we've seen tons of whales, and yeah, it's just like, it's amazing. The weather has been perfect. Even like, there is a bit of rain coming in, but I think it's just going to be a bit of drizzle. We've got a car park up here easily, but I will tell you, parking up the top, it costs you $10 at this point, and there is not a lot of parking, so you might get turned down, but there is parking further down, and you can walk
It's just
up.
the luck of the draw whether you get a car park.
Yeah, and we were just lucky. So yeah, Byron Bay, or Cape Byron, I think as it is really known, and the lighthouse, and Humpback Highway, amazing.
See ya.
After heading back down the road, we checked into our motel, and we decided we would go and do a little bit of shopping and see what was around Byron Bay. Look, Byron Bay is a great place for fashion and a great place for food, and the guys definitely had a great time checking out some t-shirts and hats, because old guys rule apparently, now that they're both in their 60s. Before we headed back to the hotel and got ready to go out for dinner to celebrate Greg's birthday. Absolutely. So cheers. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. Happy birthday, Greg. Cheers.
Thanks for letting on the bone, the ribeye.
So, yes,
Yeah, the
Greg on the right. His
Doesn't say
60th.
on the bone, but
He's joined the club. He is being very humble. But, yes, we are very grateful for celebrating his birthday. Let me just say, branding on point, because we are at the Ember restaurant, and there you go, branding on point. But yes, we are at Ember, and branding is absolutely on point indeed.
Even the Coke laughed.
So this is my pork belly, and I've got my mushrooms, but you can see we've got chips, we've got steak, we've got potato, we like potato, and we have half a cow over here. But it is Greg's birthday, so he can do that. Alrighty, so it is the end of our day.
Yep, and I'm full.
We're full.
Am stuffed to the brim.
We celebrated our beautiful friend Greg's 60th birthday. So we started off, we drove down this morning, we had breakfast at Three Little Ducks.
Oh, Three Little
yeah,
Ducks,
the
yep.
farm. And we probably spent a little while there, which was nice.
Yeah, probably a couple of hours.
Food was delicious. So if you haven't been down to the farm, it's a lovely place at Byron Bay. Gluten-free, so it was perfect for me.
Totally worth it.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm taking my shoes off while I'm talking.
We then went up to Cape Byron, to the Byron Bay Lighthouse,
Yep.
and spent a few hours up there. Saw so many whales.
There was tons. Whales, dolphins, and turtles we saw.
It was amazing. So we did that, and that was fantastic. And then we came back here to the motel, the Wallenbar Motel. Anyway, look, it's one night. We'll tell you about it in the morning.
And we booked late.
Late. But
We got the last room.
I reckon we did get the last room.
Yep.
But that's okay. I'll talk to you about that tomorrow to see what it was like. But we spent the afternoon here. We had some bicky and dip and cheese and wine and
Watched the
footy. It was lovely. And then we went to dinner. We've just come back from dinner at Ember.
Fantastic.
Ember Steakhouse. Yeah, it's a steakhouse. It was so delicious. So delicious.
Best hot chips I've ever had. That's a big call. That is a big call.
That's a big call for us because almost every restaurant we go to, we say that. But
no, this was over the top. It was so good.
They were delicious. So Ember Steakhouse in Byron Bay. If you're, wanting to go there, if you want to celebrate something, or if you're down Byron Bay way, check that out. Lots of gluten-free options as well, which is great for me.
The majority of it was.
Yeah, and that's the end of our day here in Byron. Well, day one anyway. Tomorrow we've got our friend Greg is jumping out of a perfectly good aeroplane, and so we'll go watch him do that.
We'll watch him land.
Yeah, and then we'll do a few things on the way home.
We'll catch up, have brekkie somewhere, and then
Yeah, but it's been amazing.
Come home and go the scenic route.
I don't think we've ever. Oh, we have stayed in Byron Bay before. We stayed in Byron Bay. It was the New Year's Eve of 1999. Going into the year 2000, and when we come down here, do you remember we filled our bathtub up at home?
Oh, we did too.
With water because of the alleged Y2K bug, which never eventuated. But we were all a bit nervous about it, so
right.
we filled everything up with water before we left. But that was probably the last time we've stayed in Byron Bay.
Absolutely.
So...
Well, it's a big highway. It bypasses it now.
Yeah, but we had a beautiful time today. So
It was a really good day.
Yeah, And tomorrow the weather's been a bit drizzly. It's been a bit, it's been beautiful. This morning was beautiful. We were very lucky with the weather this morning when we were up at Cape Byron, and we had, like I said, we had a beautiful time there, saw the whales. So the weather was amazing, but it did come over. This afternoon has been, it's been a bit rainy, but it's all good. We had a nice time. So
Yep.
All right, we're off to bed now.
Take care, folks.
Big love.
Bye.
See ya. Happy Sunday. It's a bit rainy this morning. But here we are.
Morning world.
Good morning.
Look at that.
So that is, I'm going to say Belongil, but it could be Belongil Beach. And there is a wreck out there that you can see bits of there. It's the SSS Wallenbar. Yeah. Clearly locals know all about it and work their way around it when they're surfing or going out and doing what they're doing, but nice spot. All right, we got our coffee. Hot chocolate. Hot chocolate. Sunday morning, we've been for a walk down the beach.
It's beautiful. Absolutely stunning.
Beautiful beach, right?
Yep.
Our motel,
And you
very
can't fish
close.
on it though.
No, it's
No
protected.
fishing on it,
Protected. Not that we brought fishing rods,
No.
so it didn't matter, but it's protected, which is great that it's protected. I think it's Belongil or Belongil Beach. Anyway, it was amazing. We're walking back to the motel now. We're going to go watch our friend Greg jump out of the plane. They're on their way to the airport, which is not far from here. So we're just slowly walking back, enjoying the beautiful Sunday morning before maybe the rain hits us.
That's right. It's on the way.
It's on the way. We're here at the Byron Bay Skydive Centre. Greg is going to jump today. Talk with him shortly. And the plane out there is good to go. And we're ready to watch Greg jump out of the plane. Hey, how are you today, Greg?
Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Look,
It's been a long time wanting to do this.
this is why we've come down to Byron Bay this weekend, because Greg is all kitted out to jump out of a perfectly good plane. And we've come to watch him. It's a bit noisy now, the plane is in the background. That is the plane you'll be going out on. Over there. Are you nervous?
Not at all.
No?
I'm so excited. I just, hanging out.
Won't be long, you'll be up there. We've just watched the first lot come down. That was pretty exciting.
Yep.
So you've never jumped before?
Nope.
I have done it once. Go on.
I've been bungee jumping, been snow skiing, whack runs, skied for a long time, been kayaking down class 4 rapids, so yeah, I just love this sort of exciting stuff.
It's all good to go. All right, well, thank you. I'll see you out
Hopefully.
there definitely. See you out there when you get back down.
Rightio, cheers.
It is Sunday morning. We are at Byron Bay Skydive. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Waiting for our beautiful friend who is celebrating his 60th to jump out of a plane. His plane is up in the sky now, so probably about 10 minutes and he'll jump out. And you know, I've jumped out of a plane probably about maybe 2 or 3 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. It's so exciting. It's very nerve-wracking, but it's also so exciting. So, yeah. Have you ever jumped out of a plane? Let me know in the comments if you've jumped out of a plane, where you did it, and how much you loved it or not. No, that's not him. No, he must be down.
I must have already been down. Couldn't see him. I can't even see him now. Can you? Oh, no, there's no link. Where is he? Is that him there? No? He's great. Is that him over there?
No, that's one person.
Can you see Brett?
I can't see him.
That's weird. Wonder if he didn't go.
I can't see him.
He didn't come down.
He didn't come down. So it turns out that Greg didn't jump the first time round because the instructor's battery in his GoPro had actually gone flat. So they needed to do another fly round to give the battery a chance to recharge a little bit. And Greg finally made it back down to earth.
Go, Greg!
Woo!
How's
Alrighty, hello. We are on our way home. We spent the weekend down. We spent the weekend in Byron Bay, and we went up to the lighthouse, Cape Byron, saw loads of whales. We went out to dinner last night with our friends Greg and Judy to celebrate Greg's 60th, which was a beautiful meal at Ember. That was a lovely steakhouse.
Stunning, absolutely.
So much food, too much food to be honest, but it was nice. And then this morning got up and went and watched Greg jump out of an airplane.
And it was cold.
And it was cool. Hence, still got my scarf on, got my cap on. And now we've just had, I guess, brunch or an early lunch at Old Maid's at Brunswick Heads, which was really delish. Well, mine was delish. And we are heading home. And we've had a beautiful weekend. Lots of good memories. And yeah, I just, that's it, really.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining us as we travel back home to the Gold Coast. We would love for you to like, subscribe, comment, share, all the things. You'll see it up here somewhere, maybe over this side. And we look forward to sharing our next adventures with you, whatever that might look like. Another staycation maybe. All right.
Maybe a surprise.
Maybe, who knows? We don't even know yet. All right, see you next time.
Keep cool. See yous.